John M. 66049. I just want to follow up on some earlier discussion. I know you all walked through a formula now with extra mill levy, get a little cushion going on. It's one thing, of course, to raise more money. Probably mill levy gets you the most, but you're revenue hungry. And I don't know, and I've never heard any discussion of raising alcohol tax more than it is. I mean, we're approving street vendors for various functions, even tonight. How about cigarette tax? We could raise that. Heck, New York City has charges for people who drive downtown. You want to drive downtown? Charge entry for the cars. Make it a walking downtown only. That's going to be controversial, but again, to my earlier point, citizens don't know what these quality services cost because it's been hidden behind grants. So when you raise, as what happened tonight with the parks, when you raise fees, you get some awareness. Maybe this might be too radical, but maybe we charge for false alarms on the part of fire and police. Maybe we charge more than that for police services, but again, I don't want to cancel police or fire. I think that's core services. So maybe we need to find a way for the public to pay for more of it. And finally, there's the saying no to partners and requests for funding. The county's been trying to do some of that. I don't think they've done enough, but you all could do it too. We've been, again, living off of grants, and we've reached the point where we have to say no, even if some of our services are favored. There is a real danger, I was mentioned earlier when we raised mill levies, of turning people who own homes into homeless. And so we have this little churn going on, and I've raised this with the county several times. We don't know who the homeless are. We don't get that level of data. Even some of the affordable housing people, we don't know really much about them, where they're from, whether we're making them Lawrence people into that population or whether we're getting them from somewhere else. Our homeless population continues to grow. The need for affordable housing continues to grow. So something's not working, and something's growing this population. Maybe we're doing it to ourselves. I do know that happens in Indiana to quite a high degree. We've had state representatives complain about it to their own states to watch out for that occurrence. So anyway, some ideas for revenue, some cautions on mill levies. The county has the same problem, so you all ought to talk to each other. Thanks.
Thanks, John. Doesn't look like anyone else is here. How about online?
We do have a few. Julie Jones.
Hello, Julie Jones, 66047. Couple of things I would like to share with you. The train station, which I have a lot of students coming in from all over the United States to stay in my Airbnb before their apartments or their dorms open up, and have shared with me that the platform lights are out, and a couple of the lights that say Lawrence train platform or Lawrence stop or whatever it says are out, and I don't know who to contact for that. And then they've also shared, they asked me about homeless people were asleep on the platform, and they were concerned about getting off the train because the station itself was locked up. And these are people coming in at 6 a.m. or 12 a.m., and I didn't have an answer for them. But I was embarrassed because these are people who've never been to Lawrence before, and this is what they're experiencing. So any thoughts, or anybody email me and tell me who do I reach out to about the homeless still camping at the station, and how to get those lights repaired on the platform. And my second thing is, we're short on money, and it dawned on me that last December we did this massive forgiveness for people who had tickets. And I thought, I looked that up and it was around $20,000 that the city forego or let go of for people to pay their tickets. And I thought, that's crazy. Just, either tack it onto their property insurance or put a boot on their car. But to just let the money go and say Merry Christmas, now it's coming back to bite those of us who don't have tickets and pay our taxes. And I think that's all I've got to share this week. This has been very frustrating listening tonight, and I'm just I'm very concerned about the city and where we're going, because I don't think the truth of where we are financially is being shared. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie.
Stephen Watts.
Hi. In addition to the fact that we're being played for chumps out here in public land relative to our police department, I want to point out to you the reality that these people are making. We got $180,000 a year administrators who cannot produce simple reports. The 2024 annual report from the police department is missing. The 2023 use of force report is missing. The 2024 use of force is missing. It's funny. I mean, it makes me laugh when I think about it, because, hey, man, I don't believe much of the information in those reports anyway. They're just full of equivocal information and rah, look at us, our team. Did you guys seriously look at the June report and see? It's basically a bunch of crying about, oh, look how overworked we are. I don't think so. Not on the administrative side. What really was the straw that broke this camel's back was when I talked to you about the fact that $26,000 was spent by 2 police people to go to Boston and have a happy time for a couple of weeks. I'm sure there was something beneficial from it, but in these times of no money, and you're going to charge people to go to parks, we have money to send people to kumbaya moments. Oh, it's really kind of funny. There is no policy with respect to travel. You guys are supposed to establish that. I'm not saying that we just go inside and be insular and forget about everything going around us, but there are other ways to do it other than getting on an airplane and going and doing it. The police review board is a joke. There's a meeting tomorrow, but that thing is going to turn into just another sycophantic rant. Not on this guy's part. It's a waste of time. At any rate, I appreciate the work that you're doing. I do. At the same time, I hope that you will take control of the city away from the town executive team and start running the show. These people run the show. I call it the $100,000 per year club. And I've noticed over the course of 20 plus years since I came back to Lawrence from Maui, the reality that these people, as soon as they hit $100,000, they cop an attitude. Oh, a really bad attitude, like they're better than everybody else. It's disappointing. It doesn't have to be that way. Town staff work for the public. They don't work for each other. Thank you.
Steve.
Jeffrey Hepler.
Hey y'all, Jeffrey Hessler, 66044. Dang, Steve. Yeah, you've been asking for info for a long time. And they gave you a little taste, didn't they? I think we need some more of that info. Revenue idea. Agree with Ms. Julie that charging more for parking tickets would be great, because boy, the number of phone calls I make living in University Place neighborhood about illegally parked cars. And if we're not actually following up on getting that money, it's a missed opportunity. Having ridden the Amtrak and arrived in Lawrence in wee hours, either at midnight or a little after, or between 5 and 6 a.m., it's not a welcoming place. And that's not because of any person or there. It's just, it's eerie. And you can't get in the building. It's not well lit. And it's really just that simple. And finally, thank you for giving yourself some wiggle room and increasing the mill levy. And it's no commitment to actually going that high. It's just opportunity, like Commissioner Seller says. Another idea I had for that was maybe in increasing the mill levy, there can be some exemption or subsidy for elderly, disabled people, folks who need that relief. That's all my comments. Thank you very much for your time. Have a great evening. Appreciate y'all's service.
Yeah, thank you.
That is all the comments.
Okay, thank you very much. That wraps it up for today. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second. Motion by Finkeldice, seconded by Larson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes 5-0. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Shh.